Halo, selamat siang semuanya. Selamat datang di Amerika. Perkenalkan, nama saya Anton. Saya salah satu e-guide di sini. Jika kalian ada pertanyaan, jangan ragu untuk langsung tanya ke saya atau ke teman-teman e-guide lain yang ada di luar performance area. Untuk kalian yang baru pertama kali ke Amerika adalah American Center yang ada di Jakarta. Kita di sini berbagi berbagai macam informasi tentang Amerika Serikat melalui acara-acara yang kita adakan di sini. Berikut ini adalah beberapa acara yang akan datang di Amerika. Dalam rangka merayakan ulang tahun Amerika yang ke-9, kami mengadakan Passport to Prizes. Untuk teman-teman yang ingin berpartisipasi dalam Passport to Prizes, gampang sekali, teman-teman pertama bisa datang ke member booth kita di luar untuk meminta stamp card ke e-guide yang ada di member booth dari tanggal 1 sampai tanggal 8 Desember. Langkah berikutnya, setelah teman-teman memiliki stamp card, teman-teman bisa datang ke acara-acara yang akan diadakan di Amerika dari tanggal 1 sampai tanggal 8 untuk mendapatkan satu stamp untuk satu acara yang dihadiri. Untuk hari Minggu dan Senin, teman-teman juga bisa datang ke Amerika untuk memainkan game VR, memainkan board game, atau mencoba 3D printing yang ada di sini. Lalu setelah teman-teman mendapatkan 5 atau 10 stamp, teman-teman bisa menukarkan dengan hadiah yang akan ada di Amerika pada tanggal 8 Desember. Hadiahnya dapat ditukarkan di tanggal 8 Desember dan untuk ketentuan lebih lanjut teman-teman bisa langsung cek website kami www.america.or.id. Berikutnya, masih dalam rangka merayakan ulang tahun Amerika yang ke-9, kami akan mengadakan selebrasi Your Today, Your Future with Us. Untuk teman-teman yang tertarik untuk merayakan ulang tahun Amerika, teman-teman bisa langsung datang hari Sabtu ini. Dari jam 1:30 siang sampai jam 8:30 malam kita akan mengadakan berbagai macam acara menarik dalam rangka merayakan ulang tahun Amerika yang ke-9. Berikutnya kami di sini juga punya servis gratis namanya Education USA untuk teman-teman yang mau melanjutkan pendidikan tinggi ke Amerika Serikat, teman-teman bisa langsung datang ke Amerika untuk bertemu dengan Education USA Advisor kami dari hari Senin sampai hari Minggu dari jam 1 siang sampai jam 9 malam. Dan untuk hari Sabtu kami buka lebih pagi dari jam 10 pagi sampai jam 9 malam. Berikut ini adalah highlight dari acara-acara yang sudah pernah kami adakan di Amerika. Kami sudah ada di sini dari Desember 2010. Kami sudah mengadakan banyak sekali acara dan kami akan mengadakan lebih banyak lagi. Bagaimana caranya kalau kalian tidak mau tertinggal informasi tentang acara yang akan datang di Amerika? Gampang sekali, kalian bisa langsung datang ke website kami www.america.or.id. Klik register, masukkan nama dan alamat email dan kalian akan langsung jadi member kami yang artinya kalian akan mendapatkan newsletter setiap seminggu sekali yang isinya informasi tentang acara-acara yang akan datang di Amerika. Amerika juga ada di berbagai macam sosial media, kami punya akun Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Stellar, dan kami juga punya YouTube channel. Untuk kalian yang masih nge-tweet, kalian bisa langsung mention kita di @amerika dan gunakan hashtag @amerika dan tweet kalian akan langsung muncul di live tweet wall kami di sebelah kanan kalian. Tanpa menunggu lebih lama lagi, berikan tepuk tangan yang paling meriah untuk MC kita siang hari ini, Mbak Uut.
Okay, thank you so much, Anton, for inviting me to the stage and for having opened this stage today. Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Great.
Okay, I'm so happy to see all of you today, and I hope everyone is doing great. My name is Uut, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to our today's event, coaching class with Alpha JWC Ventures. And this program is part of Young Changemakers Social Enterprise Academy 2.0, Female Socio-Techpreneur Edition. Thank you. And then I would also like to greet our friends in American Corners. Today we are connected with 2 American Corners. The first one is from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Hello. Are we connected with them now? Okay. And then the second one, we are connected with Universitas Tanjung Pura Pontianak. Apa kabar? This is the Pontianak language translation of how are you maybe. And then I also want to inform you that we are also live streaming on Facebook. So for those who are watching on Facebook, I want to say happy watching. Can we move to our slides? And I would like to thank our awesome partners. The first one is YCSEA, and then the second one is our coaching class partner, Alpha JWC Ventures, our bootcamp partners, Social Innovation Acceleration Program, and Impact Byte, our community partners, Girls Inside Indonesia, Kinara, and Exidic, our media partners, Good News from Indonesia, Hipwi, Medcom ID, Ultimax, UMN TV, Kompas.com, Metro TV, and 103 Pop FM. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, before we start the coaching class, I want to explain briefly about the YCSEA Academy 2.0. Okay, so YCSE Academy 2.0 is a Young Changemakers Social Enterprise Academy, which is a capacity building program initiated by @America and campaign.com as part of the Be Sociopreneur campaign to encourage and increase YCSE members in the field of social enterprise. And this year is the second edition, as we have conducted the first edition last year. So this is a very amazing program, so please everyone give applause for this program. Next. Okay, now we are going to learn about the timeline. Here you can see the timeline. As you can see in the slides, you can start applying today, as the application process has been opened since October 2019 and will last till January 15, 2020. And then there will be a series of selection process and also public voting, and then we will select top 10 participants. And then what will the participants get from this program? The first one is coaching classes. There are 4 coaching classes that we have conducted since 2 weeks ago. So today is the 3rd coaching classes with TaniHub and also Alpha JWC Ventures. So this is a very rare opportunity for us to learn directly from the experts. So make sure you come, because next week we will have the last coaching class. So please invite your friends and we will learn together. And then the next, fully paid team building retreat or YCSE bootcamp in Jakarta for the top 10 selected team. Here we are partnering with Social Innovation Acceleration Program and also Impact Byte. And then on the last day of the academy, the 10 selected team will be given an opportunity to present their social enterprise and what they have learned during the academy to our impact investors and also our other partners. Finally, the 10 selected team will have an exclusive opportunity to launch their social enterprise here in @America. Doesn't it sound so cool and amazing? So please everyone apply and get this very amazing opportunity to become the future socio-techpreneur. Okay, now in a few minutes, we will start the coaching class. But before that, I want to remind you that by the end of this coaching class, we will have a quiz. So please everyone pay full attention to the speakers, and please take notes if it's even necessary, so you will be able to join the quiz later and get the special gifts from campaign.com and also from TaniHub. So now we are going to start the coaching class. I know everyone is very excited about to start the coaching class and just cannot wait to start. So I want to make you wait any longer. I will just start and I will invite our moderator today. I would like to invite her to come to the stage. Please everyone give applause and please welcome Eva Aulia Nindya Kirana.
Okay, thank you so much, Uut, for inviting me to the stage. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, nice to meet you again to the stage, and I'd like to having a very amazing discussion with all of you here. And in a few moments, we'll start our coaching class today, and we will learn about. So actually, we will learn about how the founder startup building their core team, and then creating prototype to market, and impact and sustainability, and how they engaging the stakeholders and their partners. And first, I would like to invite the amazing speakers today. She is the Vice President of Corporate Service of TaniHub, an agriculture-focused e-commerce and crowd-lending platform. She had several license and certification in management system. She demonstrated history of working in tech companies, consulting, and consumer electronic industry. Everyone, please welcome Astri Purnamasari. Yay. Please have a seat. Yeah. And the next, before we'd like to sorry because the speakers, William, cannot be here, but don't worry, because we have Mike today. He is a business unit production manager and also the co-founder of TaniHub. So everyone, please welcome to the stage, Mike. Please have a seat. And the next one, however, we have another speakers from Alpha JWC Ventures. Guys, who will be the next speakers today? Okay, she is the Vice President at Alpha JWC Ventures, a leading venture capital firm in Indonesia. She is an experienced lawyer and senior legal experience formerly at YCSEA, one of Indonesia's leading law firms where she has been involved in numerous major transactions, advising international strategic investors and private equity funds on mergers and acquisitions. Please welcome everyone and please give a round of applause for Florence Gracia. Okay everyone, we're all connected with two American corners and we'd like to have an amazing discussion for today. Before we have a talk show with the amazing speakers today, I'd like to give some videos from YCSEA Learns from all of you so you can learn about the sociopreneur from this video. Please have a
My name is Saran Kaba-Jones, and this is Growing Your Startup. In this lesson, you will learn the key to growing your startup and getting to the next level. You'll also learn how to raise additional funds and how to move beyond your comfort zone. Many small businesses struggle to achieve growth, and more than 1/3 of all startups fail within 2 years. For those of you who have built a successful small business, you want to know how to grow your business and when to grow beyond its current level. When is the right time to expand your business? Growth is key to the success of any startup, but the best type of growth is one that is carefully thought through and planned out. Sometimes growing too fast without proper planning can harm and even destroy a business. So before you undertake any major growth initiatives, like launching a new product or opening a new store, you must first understand the future of your industry. Ask yourself whether demand for your products or services are growing, what your competitors are doing, and whether you can continue to meet your customers' demand at the same level of service. Quality of service often drops when businesses start expanding too fast, which can impact your brand's reputation. Sometimes you need to spend money to make money. Before expanding your business, you should evaluate whether you can raise enough capital to make the jump. Finally, never forget what got you started in your business, your entrepreneurial dream. This is a new challenge for you, so it's important to believe in yourself. Trust your good judgment for when to seize opportunities and grow. Now, how do you grow your business? Here are 4 quick ideas to help you with your business expansion. 1, open another location. This will allow you to reach a new demographic and give you exposure in an area that did not know you existed, but needs your products and services. 2, diversify. Diversifying your product or service line is an excellent growth strategy because it allows you to have multiple streams of income. When I started my organization, we were focused exclusively on delivering water services. We have since diversified to include sanitation and hygiene promotion services, which provides different opportunities for us to raise funds. 3, win a government contract. One of the best ways to grow your business is to have the government as a customer. In most countries, the government is the largest buyer of goods and services, and some even require their various agencies to allocate a certain percentage of their purchase to local businesses. 4, expand to the internet. Having a web presence is an integral part in today's business environment. It also serves as an online storefront, and acts as the conveyor of your business's brand and message to the world. Expanding your business to the internet allows you to indirectly go global with your products and services. How to raise funds to grow your business. Getting your business to the next stage is never easy, and you will more than likely need some capital. It is important not to limit yourself and get creative. In addition to angel investors and traditional bank loans, there are many potential sources of funds, such as crowdfunding, business incubators, competitions, and small business grants. Moving beyond your comfort zone. No matter which sector you're in, networking is the fastest track to success and puts you in a position to meet the right people who can help you fundraise and deliver results. It is important to expand your horizon and move beyond your immediate network of friends and acquaintances and build a wider global network of supporters and funders. Taking a small business to the next level requires hard work, perseverance, risk, and a good product or service. They are all key to growing your startup.
Please give a round of applause for the YCSEA videos. Okay, as we've seen from the YCSEA videos, the number 4 of growing the business is expanding to the internet. And today we have a TaniHub with us today, and they would like to introduce what is TaniHub and what we can learn from the business of TaniHub. Everyone, please welcome Mike and Astrid to the stage for presentations.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So definitely, I'm not William, and I'm not the one in the video later, but trust me, I'm more interesting than them. So today, we are about to share to you about what is TaniHub, why we created it, and then what is the dream. What is our dream? And that is one of the most important thing that make us move until today. Okay, maybe there is a video.
We founded TaniHub and TaniFun with the dream of tackling Indonesia's agriculture problem and awakening its huge potential. Our mission is to enable agriculture for everyone, which means that we want to be the platform to enable every agriculture services. For example, if a farmer wants to sell his goods, and also if a buyer needs to buy agriculture products, or even if somebody needs to get cultivation funds, we all have it in our platform. Though we are young, we are growing fast and working with every stakeholder, hoping to create the next big thing in agriculture.
Okay, thank you. So, again, our vision, our dream mentioned in the video is agriculture for everyone. As of today, we have 3 companies, 3 sister companies, TaniHub, TaniFun, and TaniSupply, and all are connected to tackle the agriculture problem and create an ecosystem to sustain and improve the agriculture industry in Indonesia. Just a simple notion. Someone said Apple was the first $1 trillion company in the world. Do you know that there is one company since the beginning of this world until today who has a valuation 11 times more than Apple today. Do you know what it is? Have anyone heard? Apa? No. It's called VOC. Anyone have heard about it? Yeah. If the valuation back then converted to today, it is actually 11 times bigger than Apple. And do you know what is VOC? They trade rempah-rempah gitu kan. And where do they source the rempah-rempah? our country. So we have every reason to be successful, at least in agriculture. We all believe that. Next. Next. Oh, is this a voice comment or I have to? Voice comment. Okay, I thought it was voice comment. So what we are trying to do, one of the biggest thing we do is solving inefficiency in supply chain. There are a lot of middlemen, and we believe through our platform, we can tackle the problems from farmers, like they are geographically isolated, and then they got tough payment terms from agents, and then difficult to grow due to small farming and what they have. In the buyer side, they also have problems, such as inconsistent supply, poor quality, and lack of variety. And then it is costly and time-consuming to process source from suppliers. So for your information, our customers are both B2C and B2B. So we sell to households, and we also sell to supermarket, hotel, restaurant, caterings. And if you can imagine, in the supermarket, they have thousands of SKUs. They have thousands of products. Even the fresh side, maybe they have hundreds. So and for sustainability, each SKU must have more than one supplier, right? If one supplier fails, they will have another supplier. So imagine if they have at least 500 SKUs, 500 products, and each SKU has 3 suppliers. How many suppliers they have to tackle? And then, if each supplier is tech savvy enough, maybe they will send an Excel format, the price increase and everything. So if there are 1,500 suppliers, the buyer of the supermarket have to tackle 1,000 of files. So from our application, from our platform, we want to tackle that problem from the buyer sector as well. Condition of Indonesian farmers, most of them practice traditional methods. And then, unfortunately, most of them, again, still only receive primary education. Even the ones who are educated in farming industry, most of them don't go back to farm. And we must understand, because the farming industry is not sexy enough for them, maybe now. So our goal here, every one of us, is to make the farming industry sexy again. And then average income for smallholder farmers is only around $3 per day. 61% of them age above 45, and then 56% own less than 0.3 hectare. When we first started, our first step was to hire people who believe in our vision. Again, I will go back to our vision again and again and again. I will explain further later. And then gender diversity, as of right now, it's constituted more than 30% in our company. Even we have more than one VP who are female in our company. One of them is Mbak Astri. First customer in 2016, we delivered to a household, and then it's around 150,000 rupiah. It is our first B2C customer, but our first B2B customer, we sold to Pasar Kramat Jati, one of the seller. And then the first customer for the B2B for supermarket, we sold to Lotte. The next step, we built our application. So before, it was all, I can say, very conservative, via WhatsApp, via Excel, and everything. Right now, at least our Horeca or our B2B customer who is hotel, restaurant, catering, and our individual customer, B2C, have used our application. And all of our farmers have used a vendor app application as well. So it's like a Gojek application. There is a driver app and there is a user app. With help of many stakeholders, and one of them is Alpha JWC, we have grown into multiple cities. We have warehouses and branches in Jakarta, Bogor, Bandung, Jogja, Surabaya, and later this year, we are having a grand opening in Denpasar, Bali. Please give a round of applause. regarding the social impact, this is what I told you about. I will go back to vision, to our dream again. What is our vision?
Agriculture for everyone.
Thank you. Agriculture for everyone. So we believe to enable any services, any products that are contributing to agriculture to be available for everyone. So everyone, literally everyone who want to contribute to agriculture, they don't have to go to the farm and then all the dirty stuff. No. If they want to buy the products, they can buy through our application. If they want to invest, they can invest in agriculture through our TaniFund platform. Or at least, even not through our platform, if you go to a supermarket and you choose by yourself to prefer the local products, it is agriculture for everyone. So even if you see, if any one of you have bought a product from our application, you may see that the message there is all farmer-centric. If you place an order, it's not like, thank you for your order. No. If you place an order, we will say, thank you for your
Support.
Thank you for your support to our
For
farmers.
local, yeah.
If your product has been delivered, it is also farmer-centric. It is commercial-centric. So in every message, we have several campaign, like Saya Juga Petani. And then in our Instagram, we say a lot about, in 50 years, Indonesia will no longer have farmers. Yes, the data by BPS shown that in 50 years, Indonesia will no longer have farmers.
Yep.
And 500,000 farmers is decreasing year after year. So this is the angle that we use to sell our TaniHub group. Our TaniHub, TaniFund, TaniSupply. We don't do it all commercial-centric, but we choose to make an angle from, hey, do you want to help farmers? Do you want to help Indonesian agriculture? So there is a reason why we do that. It is actually not psychology. There is a reason why we want to use that kind of stuff. We want to use that angle. It's not psychology, actually. It is biology. If you can see, if you read the human mind, is divided into three parts, into three big parts. The first part is called neocortex. And it's constituted with rational, analytical thoughts, and it handles language. But the second and third part, it make up something called limbic system. And the limbic system handles something like feeling, like trust and loyalty. And it also happens to drive decision. So if you go to ITC, for example, to Roxy, if you hear along the street, they will sell, hey, buy this phone. This phone has 15 megapixel. This phone has 6,000 milliampere battery and everything. And maybe you will not be, okay, you will not be sold. But the same phone, for example, like this. If I sell to you, yeah, for example, buy this phone. This phone is very good. It is beautifully designed. It is easy to use, and it has 5,000 milliampere battery, and it has 15 megapixel. Do you want to buy this phone? Maybe not really. But what if I change something like this? It is literally said by the company, yeah. In everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. And by challenging the status quo is to make a product that is beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. And it also happens to have big battery, a good camera, and so on and so on. Do you want to buy my phone? I hope you will get the message. What is the message? Like I said, the first brain, neocortex, it handles language. So if it will understand all the numbers, all the megapixel, all the battery and everything. But it doesn't drive decision. But the limbic system, who handles decision making, they don't understand language. They understand feelings. So what we are trying to do is imbuing our vision, our dream to every one of our customer. So we hope that they will be attached to us and it will drive behavior like decision making.
I'm going to add more, perhaps, in social impact slides. Our companies we have DNA in our company, in TaniHub Group. So TaniHub Group will always work based on agriculture, technology, and also social impact. So that's why Mike explained about the products, explained about the agriculture, and why we explain about the social impact. It's because our DNA is agriculture, technology, and also social impact. So what we are doing is always related with those three pillars, those three DNA. So not only dealing with agriculture and also technology, but also social impact. So that's why Mike explained about why we are very like farmers-centric, why we are human-centric, people-centric also in our companies, because we're not only selling the goods, we are not only selling the products, only selling the services, but we are doing something bigger than that. Social impact, Indonesian agriculture is also like something, we need to do something in these sectors. Like Mike already explained before that Indonesian agriculture is not sexy anymore. No one wants to contribute, even though students who study in agriculture, they don't want to become farmers. Even though the old generation of farmers, they don't want the family become next farmers because all those the situations. That's why we said that we need to do something in agriculture in Indonesia, not only selling the fresh products only, but also we do something bigger in Indonesian agriculture. That's why we are also do social impact behind every single things that we are doing in our group of company.
The point is, people don't buy what you do. People buy why you do it. And to make it sustainable, me and William, who are supposed to be here, was actually one of the initial co-founder. But we believe that our background, our experience is not suitable enough to handle, to control this big idea. We have big ideas, but we don't know how to execute it. So fortunately, we met Ivan and Eka, who happen to be very experienced and very powerful in their background. Ivan is strong in operational. He used to work in Carrefour, and then Eka used to be a researcher in World Bank, and then his research is more about smallholding farmers in rural area. So together, us six, we became a strong team who are good at our own background, who are good in our own sense. And then when we say about who are our mentor, who make this something until it happens to be like this, it's all Ivan and Eka actually. Next, about finding an investor. There is a story actually with Alpha JWC. Around more than 2 years ago, we met several investors, and then one of them was Alpha JWC. At first meeting, they actually rejected us. But they said, but do what you are doing, and then let's keep in touch. Fortunately, 1.5 years later, Jeffrey called us back, because between that 1.5 years, we proved that we can we can be sustainable, we can prove that our dream is achievable, and then they call us back. What I want to say is, it is hard to find a partner, and especially an investor, who believe that social impact is one of the important metrics that we can count, rather than just commercial metrics. And then thankfully, Alpha JWC believe in us, and then they invested in us, and then yeah, one of our current investor until now. Thank you, Alpha JWC. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Yay! It's very amazing presentations how Tani Group could tackle the agriculture's problems in Indonesia, especially for the farmer side and the buyer sides. Okay, we'll start the amazing discussions today. We'd like to have 3 sections of the discussions. First of all, we'd like to have a discussion about how you grow up the team, and how do you building your products, and how do you and how TaniHub is having a social impact for sure. And we'll make this discussion is very interactive with the audience here. So everyone, please take your cell phone and open your browser, because we have a Menti discussions today. We have 3 questions regarding to the discussion. And for the first, please open the menti.com and use the code 182137. Okay, for the American Corners also, you can join for the Menti sessions before we start our discussion for today. Yeah, and we have questions for you all. Okay, the first one is STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, only for men. Okay. Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, only for men. Okay. From the audience here, say that they disagree with the statement. Okay, I'd like to start the conversations for today for growing up the team. First of all, I'd like to ask the question is for Astri.
Yeah.
Okay, based on this Menti, talking about the STEM,
Yeah.
the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, as we can see from the previous presentation, say that the co-founders all men.
Yeah.
6 people are men, and now you are a female, like working on the management. And how do you respond the stigma about like in society about women who are not capable on the STEM field?
Okay. First of all, perhaps I need to explain my educational background, because I'm an engineer, so I take mechanical engineering. And then after that, I'm continue my master degree in marketing. So I also disagree with this. None of us like to make this kind of things become one of our discussion actually in TaniHub. So how I discover the situation while I'm firstly the only female in the management at that time, before we try to recruit more female member in our company. Firstly, I'm in charge for people and culture department as people and culture manager at that time, 2018. So I have the opportunity to recruit so as many as I can female talent, because we believe that there is no gender in career. I mean, like everyone can contribute, because what we are doing is to enabling agriculture for everyone. So everyone who have the same vision with us, who have the same dream with us, so it's welcome for them. But to work in startup company is not easy. I mean, like we need to manage not only our time, but also we need to be very agile. we need to be ready to shift if our business decision should be shift. Firstly, Mike already explained we are doing marketplace, we are doing B2C, and then we need to shift to B2B, and then some of decision in terms of business also change during the time. So that's why what we need is someone who really agile and able to adapt in every kind of situation, and also they have the skill that can be able to fit with any kind of task that we are given to them. And then nowadays, we already have 2,050 employees all over the branches, and 30% of them is female talent. Why only 30%, not even half of our employees? Because we deal with agriculture. Sometimes we need to go to the field. We also have TaniFund. Mike already mentioned, it's fintech company. So we give the funding to the farmers because farmers not only need access to market, but they also need access to funding. And then we need to assign our team member to make sure that our funding is used maximally by the farmers. And then for those positions, we've tried to assign female talent, even though she's graduating from agriculture major. But to do those kind of things, to stay in the field for 3 months, yeah. Usually our project is 3 months project. And perhaps she will going back to her parents. It's only like 2 times per month because she really needs to make sure the project is doing very well. In that situation, we cannot assign female talent. But for back office, for supporting department like people and culture, corporate communications, legal, sales, commercial, marketing, we accept or we open for all female talent that willing to join our companies. But for several tasks, like Michael now in charge for Tani Supply, so he is doing for special project. So he's the one who responsible to opening our new, not only branches, but also packing house, because we want to be near, not only near the market, but also near to the supply. So for Michael task and the team, I'm not sure whether female talent can also contribute because it's all related with what we call ya, kerjanya tuh kasar gitu. Kerjanya tuh kasar. They need to like quality control. They need to check all the goods. They need to, like in the warehouses, because we have warehouses, we not only dealing with apps, but we also have install warehouse with cold storage there. So all the process is still there. I mean like really warehouses. So we have warehouseman, we have picker, we have packer, and they need to deal with all the goods. Sometimes, even though in marketing, yeah, Mike, you are previously in charge for marketing, some of our team member in activation also need to display like watermelon, melon, and those kind of big fruits. Sometimes they need to pick up more than 300 kilo per day. So that's kind of task. We not suggest female talent to do that. But for a back office, I mean like even though in warehouse, but if she dealing with administration in warehouses, she checking all the goods, whether it's already being packed or not, and then checking the sales progress every day. We open for all the female talent to join our company.
Okay, so you're dealing the stigma with recruit as many as possible the female talent and showing with the performance for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And the important one is put the right people on the right place,
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
Okay, okay. I'd like to move to the next question. It's for Mike. you say that the first things you want to hire people like who believe in your vision and missions of the TaniHub itself. And so the question is, how do you see people who believed in your vision and missions?
Okay. When we started about 3.5 years ago, we were faced by the condition where even the industry itself is not sexy. The farming industry itself is not sexy. Moreover, our company, nobody knows TaniHub. Nobody knows TaniHub. When I asked them, "Hey, join us. What is your company? Where is your office?" So even some big startups named like Google or Facebook back then, they started in a garage, right? Yeah, we started in the garage as well, but we leased the garage. We ran the garage, not even our garage. And then, so what we did, especially Ivan, especially Eka, who are more experienced than us, who worked in several companies before, they pull their friends in those companies. So literally, when people join us at first, they don't see the company, but they trust the people who ask them, and trust, I mean, not only to the person itself, but what the person say to them, to the dream of the people who ask them, which is our co-founders as well, Ivan and Eka. I asked for all of my friends as well, but yeah, as you can calculate, my friend back then was still in college as well. And then when I asked them, yeah, they don't want to jump as the first career to work in a shady company, something like that. They don't believe it at all. So what we did at first was like that. The other co-founder asked directly to their coworker in previous company who trust in them, who have trust in them.
So it started from the closest friends first.
True.
Okay. So like for the hiring sessions, do you like having the explanation for the candidates for your hiring? Like you say that your visions, your mission, and how you can see that they also believe in you, in TaniHub.
Oh yeah, back then when we hired candidates, what we can explain is only the vision, only the dream. We want to help farmers. We want to achieve this thing. Do you want to help us? Only like that. No, we don't even have a special division called people or HR division like we have right now. We don't have an amazing person like Mbak Astri right now. No, we don't even have the job desk. Everyone back then was the CEO actually, Chief Everything Officer.
Yeah. Agree, Chief Everything Officer.
They handle everything. So yeah, no, there is no I can say correct procedure like this job desk and then post it in job street or something like that. But yeah, only from the closest friend.
Okay, thank you. So you shared the dreams to the candidates, and you directly approached to the closest friends.
Even last year also still like that. Yeah.
Also still like that.
Even last year when I joined
not
the
open
company.
vacancy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And fortunately, this is a story. We launched our application, the TaniHub application, in December 2016. 5 December 2016. What date is today? So yeah, tomorrow will be our a year in launching the application, and then in December, usually in online commerce, there is something called 12/12, right? Harbolnas 12/12. We launched in the 5th, and we were brave enough to actually involve in the 12/12. Last year. So it was actually chaotic, mess.
Yeah.
The application itself is
Down.
full of bugs.
Yeah.
The operation itself never handles such things. The operation in our warehouse usually handles supermarket who happen to have large batch, have large amount of product in one delivery. But the application itself was for end user, right? So it is going to be it was many orders,
Destinations, yeah.
many destinations, but in small amount. But the problem is that many destinations. So our operation is not ready. So it was very chaotic. Everyone became courier.
Yeah.
I myself even delivered the product. Now I know when what happened with the courier. So I have to find the address and then walk into a small street. And then while I was walking, suddenly it was rain. So yeah, I experienced being a courier. But the point is, when we had that experience, all the chaotic stuff, we can see people who really believe in our dream and people who only work for us, let's say for money, or they need the job. After the chaotic month, I can say maybe 20% of them resign, right? 20% of them resign.
Yeah.
But almost every people who join in with us, like the first 10 people, they stay. I can say the name is Pak Anis, Mbak Heni. They may be not the best in their respective job. They have experience there, but they still work with us, and we are very happy that they still work with us. Because through all that chaotic moment, they don't see the chaos part, but they see this is the process to achieve the big dreams.
Yeah.
So that is the condition.
Okay. So I get the points. Like people who really believe in your dreams will stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then because this discussion is like the both side, from the founder side and the investor side, I'd like to move to the investor side for setting up and growing up the team. I'd like to ask, like, is there any specific criteria of the numbers of the team members who've given to the investment? Is a founder and co-founders enough, like 1, 2, 3, or is there any ideal number of the members?
Actually, we do not have that numbers we think like co-founders, the best co-founders is like 2, 3, or 4. It's not, because actually like our founders vary from only one founder and up to 6. So I think like because I don't think numbers will justify anything, because numbers is just numbers. So like you can have like 2, 3, but like as long as like they have, so everything it has its pros and cons. Like yeah, probably like if one founder would be like it's just sole decision, but 6 would be like probably would be like their different opinion or something like that. But like it depends on the type of the business as well. But we do not believe like there is like a very suitable number for founders. Yeah.
Even if it's 2 or 1, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We
okay.
have 1 or 2. Yeah.
2, but you consider like 1 or 2 co-founders have a team or support?
Yeah, of course. Like it's the thing about startups is like it's still new business. There will be like a lot of things to there needs a lot of things to grow. That's why like even like with one co-founder, like we still believe like no one is superhuman. Like everyone has 24 hours a day. Everyone still needs sleep. So yeah, of course, like if it's that's why like if it's only one, they probably need support team as well. Like even like for 6 founders, there must be a lot of things to do. Yeah, but like it's not something like, because founders is more like they have the vision and like how they want to go the companies grow. But like of course to build a big team, and also if you want to sustain, if you want to go far, you cannot be alone. Like, of course, like that's why like we usually like help them to like start recruiting teams, and like that's actually one of the first thing that we do once we invest, because like yeah, as I said, like it's impossible to like grow any business just one person. Yeah.
So you assisting the co-founders to recruit the team, or just like, okay, up to you, you can recruit anyone like?
So actually like as an investor, and like the thing about startup is like they need to grow like fast. Like that's why like, and that's what like we are as a value added investor, we try to we try to help, like we have been we are a partner to the founders. That's why like, and especially like for new founders, there are some founders who just came to us, they just like 1-2 of the founders, they do not even have a team. And but the thing is like we can envision, like if you want to grow this big, of course you need at this place and this place to help you. Especially like if we know like, oh, the founder has this strength and weaknesses, that's why we will try to like, also you need this team to help you to support your weakness, or something like that. And like if they can find their own team, that's fine. But if they need our help, we will be very happy to help.
Okay, thank you. So we can conclude for the first sessions of the discussions, like how to growing up the team. The first one, you can approach your closest one and share your dreams to your friends or your possible partners for your team. And remember that people who really believe in your dreams will stay. And don't forget to put the right people on the right place, as you mentioned before. And do not underestimate the female on the STEM field. So you have to see their performance. Do not have a bad stigma about them. And from the investor side, it's okay. Numbers is not determine anything. Just depend on the types of the business and the quality of the business itself. And if you are 1 or 2 people on your industry or your business, and if you need the assisting for the investor to recruit or hiring, they will ready to help you. Okay, move to the next sessions of the discussion. We will talk about the product. Okay. Okay, we have a questions. You can still join for the Menti quiz. Okay, the question is, customer feedback is very influential on the development of the products. If you agree, please push the agree button. If you're not agree or disagree, you can choose the disagree button. Customer feedback is very influential on the development of the products. Okay, as we can see on the screen, mostly they choose agree. Okay, I'd like to give the question for Mike first. Okay, aside as the co-founder, you're also the manager of business unit productions at TaniHub. As you can see on the Mentimeter result, how do you process the feedback from the customers to develop the TaniHub's products? And how you diverse the product? And you have Tani Supply and Tani Fund and
TaniHub itself.
And then TaniHub itself.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. The customer feedback is very important to the development of our product. Yeah, definitely. I can say about TaniFund as an example. Even the very core of its existence is because of the customer. What do I mean? Who is the customer of the TaniFund at first? It is actually the farmer itself. Yeah. Back then, when we only had TaniHub, we were faced by several problems. For example, one of the biggest reasons why we created TaniFund, there was a story, we would like to supply chili to Lotte, actually. We would like to sell chili to Lotte, and then we already agreed all the price. Suddenly, after a few hours, the price changed. The farmer itself asked us, sorry, the price is no longer valid. It is increased actually from 95,000 to 120. So what happened back then? It is impossible only a few hours and then it all happens naturally because of the market. I don't think it's possible. The most possible explanation I can think of, the farmers got a different buyer. Like we bought, for example, 95,000 and then this buyer would like to buy from them 100,000. So they change, no commitment. So back then, again, that's one thing. The other thing, lot of our farmers ask us, hey, can I do financing with you? Can I borrow money from you? Because there is that certain land and we would like to expand our business. For example, usually with us, they have business around 200 million and then they want to expand to 500 million per month. There is the land, can you lend us money? And then we said, well, we don't have the capacity. We don't even have the money itself to borrow to the farmers. So after several months, we thought, why don't we make a crowdfunding platform? Something, yeah. Just simple explanation. Crowdfunding platform is where there is a lender, which is us, can lend the money to the borrower, and then the advantage is the borrower will have the money to expand their business, and then the lender will have return. Usually the return is much higher than deposito, something like that. And then after we created the crowdfunding platform, voila, there become TaniFund, and it serves the purpose of to have a better supply, to have a more sustainable supply, and help our farmers itself who need money to expand their business. The other example is from TaniHub itself. Like I said, when we had 12/12 last year, Harbolnas, we were faced with tons of problems. Even the comment section in Google Play was very harsh. All the problem listed there, and then from that comment section, we also have the Instagram. We also have everything. From there, we can see all the problems. It was bad back then, but it also a good lesson for us. All the missing attributes, all the missing features that we didn't think of before. And then from there, we kind of group it together and then list down. And then we divide it into nice to have feature, a must have feature, and then it happens to be not really needed feature. And then from there, we improve the application itself.
And now we already have a customer experience team member, and they responding all the feedback from the customers. And we try together from all the social media that we have in Indonesia. So we try to grasp as many as feedback from the customers to improve not only the apps, but also the services that we have, including if they have feedback, not only regarding with the products, but also the employees, let's say the culture. We gather all the feedback from the customers, because sometimes customers have some opinion regarding with our career, right, Mike? Yeah, they're also writing down there. And like Mike said, that we need to grouping all the feedback from the customers, and we try to solve not all the feedback, but we try to find the very mandatory one to be solved faster. Yeah. So we are now already have the team member who are dealing with all the feedback from the customers.
Okay, get the point. Like not all the feedback you will process to the development of the product, only the necessary one. Okay, and thank you for the answer. And I'd like to move to Florence, probably, from the investor side. Seeing the progress of the TaniHub itself, and the Mike also told the story of meeting the Alpha JWC Ventures. Like, first of all, you reject the TaniHub, and then you approve the TaniHub, and then you looking for them to give you the investment. Like, actually, how did Alpha consider to invest on the TaniHub? It's because of the technology they use, or because the business model, or what's other reasons?
So basically, we how we decide to invest is like, first we of course we need to believe on the founders first, and also the product, and like the what's they are trying to develop, and also the third one is about the potential of the company. And like we see, like we understand, we all know, like during the school, that like Indonesia is agricultural countries, but like I don't think that's really the soul of our country now. So, but that's, as mentioned by Mike, I think it's very like we know how big the potential it is in Indonesia, and like it's just greenfield in terms of like technology can help in like many things, many aspects in agriculture, and like we believe in the vision, and also we believe in the people that like they really want to do it. Like especially like the thing is probably like the first one, because of course when we first invest, we need to know like whether the founders is really committed to do something, and like whether they this like after 1 year, probably like we see like, oh really, like it's not just like, because sometimes like people can just sell dreams, but we don't know like whether they can really exercise it or not. Yeah, but that's what we see from TaniHub, that it's not just some dreams, it's like just a go nothing, but they really implement and exercise it, and they really want to make it in Indonesia.
Thank you. So on the second sessions, we can conclude that not only the product as having must have a quality of the product, but also the technology that could help them to like growing up and scale up the business itself. And sometimes the new idea or for the diversification itself is coming from the problem we found on the field. Like, okay, move to the last sessions of the discussion before we are moving to the question and answer sections. Next mentee, yeah. Okay, you have to choose social impact or profit. If you choose social impact, please choose the first one, profit only the second one, or you choose the both, you can choose the third one. Okay. Okay, I think like everyone's choose the both. Okay. There's that other answer. But the priority of the audience choose the both social impact and profit. First, I'd like to ask for Asri probably. How do you respond to the result of the mentee? And it's actually interesting for a discussion. How do you balance between the social impact and the profit itself?
Okay, it's good to be idealist, but it also needs to be realistic. I mean, like, we know that for startups, so many people have their own idea, and also they want to do this, they want to do that. We have this kind of dream. But the fact is, do our product is fit with the market or not? Does anyone want to buy our services or product or not? That's the things that make us survive until now. Well, what we are doing now is not only doing social impact. We know that we are also have agriculture sectors that have so many like possibility to be big in Indonesia, but also we are doing with tech that we know that nowadays so many companies shifting to be a tech company. But aside that, we also do social impact. But if we need to choose, I mean, like we need to balance social impact and also the profit one, because still profit is the things that make us survive until now. Yeah, perhaps you can also ask to the investors. I mean, like, okay, burning for early stage, but until when we need to burn all the money? I mean, like, we now have 250, and our manpower planning for next year is about around 600 employees that we want to recruit for next years. We need to be scale up very fast, because that's what investor expected from the startups. So we cannot survive only by social impact. But social impact is one of the things that we also measure. I mean, like the productivity of the farmers, the increment of the income of the farmers. That's also the things that we need to measure. Not only the profit, like Mike already mentioned in the presentation, that we are not only dealing with financial measurement, but also social impact. How many production increasing by cooperating with us? How much their salary increasing in terms of the farmers by cooperating with us? That's also the things that we need to measure. But that's not only the one, but we need to do also in terms of the financial aspects. Maybe Mike wants to add more?
Yeah, I remember one of our investor said that TaniHub is one of the most diverse startup in terms of age. Yeah, we have a team who is less than 20 years old. Yeah, doing apprentice or internship with us, and we have a team member who is very experienced, more than 50 years old, very diverse. And the diversity is not only on the age. It is actually on the mindset itself. The spectrum range from people who are very social impact minded, and then who are very
profit minded,
commercial minded, especially the finance guy. Yeah, very commercial minded. And because we have that diversity, naturally in every of our discussion, it is like pulling each other out, and then in the end make it very balanced. Like people who are my age and then very idealistic, and then in the end talk to someone who are very experienced, who knows the field, what is the field, and in return people who are in the field know how to do it practically, but don't know how to document it and then make it standardized and everything. Whereas the fresh graduate who don't know at all about the field, but they know about the standardization, how to make it, how to document it, to make the documentation. So it is actually a balance, a mixture. So we don't segregate and make it bold that, hey, we have to social impact first. Hey, we have to profit first. It is not a black and white like that. But since the social impact is in our vein and profit minded is logically, it has to be in our vein as well. In every discussion, it stretches each other out, so it becomes balanced. So I think it's the best way to describe it.
Okay, so the social impact is within your heart, but the profit is within your brain. Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, move to the next from the perspective of the venture capital. How does Alpha JWC make sure that the social impact from the social enterprise, it's not only a gimmick to attract the investment?
So it's more like we try to be like always with the founders, like we are partnering, because like we have the philosophy of founders first, that we will be like all of the way from the starting at the end, and we believe that when we also have control on the process, we will also control the result. And like that's why like how so we agree like it's supposed to be balanced, and like how the social impact, like the thing like when you cannot also create bigger social impact without the profit. Like how the company can go bigger if it's like keep losing money, like no one will, like it cannot sustain itself, and like of course like no one will want to like invest as well. That's why like it's a balance that's everyone is wanting that, and like we try to like as a investor we try to also guide the process, and also like we have the portfolio company monitoring, like there we have the like quarterly meeting, so that's how we try to control everything.
Okay, so we can conclude to the last discussions for before the Q&A sessions. Like it's supposed to be balanced between the social impact and the profit, and the portfolio of the company is also very important for the investment. And it's good to be idealistic, but you have to be realistic for sure, because profit makes startup survive, but social impact sometimes something that can be measured for your development of your business. Okay, we'd like to move to the question and answer sessions. I'd like to over the American corners first before the audience here. Okay, who'd like to giving questions for the speakers here? Okay, from Untan or from UMY? Each corner have a sign for raising the hands. Okay, from Untan?
Yeah, Nita.
Okay, from Untan? Yes. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Nita Kandini.
Halo Nita Kandini. Okay, what's your question?
I have a question. From many types of fields that are good to be developed, why should you choose agriculture? Even though we know that we know that there are many other opportunities that can bring big income.
Okay, I got your questions. Thank you, Nita. Okay, I think the question is for the TaniHub. From many types of fields that are good to be developed, why you choose agriculture? Even though we know that there are many other opportunities can bring a big income. Or why don't you choose like rempah-rempah as you mentioned before? Why you choose specific agriculture industries?
Rempah-rempah is part of agriculture actually.
Okay, or probably why you don't choose other fields? Why agricultures?
If I answer it from my perspective, it's quite a long story actually. I started this TaniHub when I was in college, and then when I was in college, actually I created an event called YCSEA. This is a case competition event, and then there is a case, and then the case come from a big company, an actual case, and then the participant try to find a solution. And then when I was in college, I looked for this company, for the big company, and it happened to be Intel back then. Intel gave a problem in agriculture, and then the problem in agriculture, but mostly they are focusing on the IoT side. And then the competition started. All the participants gave their solution, their answers, and then because I was the project leader back then, I have access to all the answers, and then I felt back then, hey, I don't think these answers will tackle the real problem. So from that on, I didn't start as a agriculture background. No, I studied information system actually, but I believe in technology can improve many industry or many verticals. And then from that Intel moment, when I was in the sixth semester, all my mindset going back again to every day I kept thinking about agriculture. And then 1 year later, in 2015, there was a story in Bogor where the chili were thrown away, tomatoes were thrown away, diselokan, everything. So I thought, yes, right, there is a real problem in agriculture. So from that moment, I started to look deeper into it. I started to analyze the problem and everything. And honestly, I was very idealistic back then. I didn't even think about the financial stuff. So when I faced the investor, I think most of them laugh at me because my financial calculation is very I think it's primary school standard. So luckily, after several months, several years, I met people who believe in this who believe in this problem as well. And it happens to be people who have experience before, like Eka, Ivan, Edwin, Oki, Will, and together, it is I think it's psychology. When we started only one or two people, sometimes we got bored or we got depressed, we got stuck with the problem. But the more the merrier, and then this merrier happened to be more experienced and more knowledgeable, and then suddenly the way shown, there is a light in the end of the tunnel. So going back to the question, why agriculture? I believe that making a startup has to be based on a real problem. A startup has to solve a real problem. And this agriculture problem is already there, even before when I was born. So I believe I don't need to be an agriculture graduate to solve this. It doesn't have to be an agriculture graduate to solve an agriculture problem itself. Everyone can contribute, like our dream, agriculture for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, so making a startup should be based on the real problems, and the agriculture itself, it's close with us every day, like what we consume and what we eat and every day like that. Okay, any other questions from American Corners? I heard that UMY wants to have a questions. Yes, please, UMY. Okay, please, you can move forward.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Yola.
Shiora?
Yola.
Yora, okay.
The question is, which one is better, contributing more what the existing successful startup or making new startup in the same industry?
Okay, the question is for TaniHub or Alpha?
I think you should make the mic further than you. Not that far.
Okay, Yola. The question is for?
Okay. The question is for both.
Oh, both. Okay, both TaniHub and Alpha, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your question is, which one is better, contributing more on existing successful startup or making new startup in same industry?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got your questions. Okay, probably who wants to answer the questions first? The question is, which one's better, contributing on the existing startup, successful startup, or making the new startup in the same industry?
Maybe I'm gonna answer it
Yeah,
first.
okay.
This is the real cases happen in TaniHub group actually. Firstly, we only have TaniHub, right, Mike? TaniHub is the companies that try to solving the problem from the farmers to the market. So we try to cutting the supply chain. Why? Because Indonesia have so many layers from the farmers to the market. So that's the idea of TaniHub. And then during the time, Mike already explained that the farmers not only having or facing those kind of problem, but they also need access to funding. They are unbankable, we can say it. because even though Indonesian bank have they need to like disburse the loan to the farmers, but the fact is sometimes our farmers don't have any identity. If we asking about KTP or KK or even NPWP, they don't have that kind of administrations. So that's why we establish our second company is called TaniFund. So we not only focusing on TaniHub side, who opening the market, but when we facing new problem regarding with agriculture, so we rather to open or to establish our second companies. Yeah, we are not only, okay, we just growing up the TaniHub only. No, but we try to establish our second company. And then last September, we just established our third company called Tani Supply. Why? Because during the time, we already opening the market, we giving the funding to the farmers, and the next problem is coming. It's too far away from farmer go to the market. Sometimes they cannot store the products by themselves. They need to, or the farmers need warehouses who have a cold storage, who can handling all the goods, who can deliver the goods to the market like that. So that's why we established our third company called Tani Supply, who responsible for warehousing and distribution. So it could not be handled by TaniHub, who basically e-commerce company, and also TaniFund, because TaniFund is fintech company. But we know that we also need to have warehousing and also distribute our products, because dealing with fresh products, we need to deal with all those challenges. I mean, like in today's, the fruit become not fresh anymore. And then during the distribution, sometimes shrinkage. I mean, like the vegetable become broken, etc. That's why we need to have our own infrastructure to handle all those challenges. So that's why in these cases, to answer the questions, it's rather to open new business units or new startups or new companies, not only focusing in only one companies, but if all those problems can be tackled by only one company, you just growing up your own companies. But we have to deal with the regulations. Sometimes e-commerce cannot deal with this kind of process. Fintech cannot deal with those kind of processes. That's why we try to also comply with all the regulations. So that's why we are now have 3 business units under TaniHub groups.
Thank you for the answer. Hope it answer from the TaniHub, probably from Alpha JWC.
Yeah, for us, because we are actually early stage investor, so we are only invest in early stage startup companies. And the reason why we do that is like as I mentioned first, that like we have the founders first philosophy, and we try to be a partner with the founder, and we that's why like we believe that we can create bigger impact if we started with the smaller companies rather than the existing or successful companies.
Okay, thank you. The question and the answer for the from the speakers here. I hope it answer your questions, and we would like to move to another questions. Okay, it's from Untan. Untan? Okay. Who wants to give the questions? Hello.
Hi,
Hello, what's your name?
my name is Widuri Aftika Rahman.
Okay, Widuri Atika. What's your questions? And the question is for Alpha JWC or for TaniHub?
For TaniHub,
Okay.
my question is, as we know that farmers are seen as type of jobs that does not generate a large income. But what kind of motivation that makes you interested in making a startup on agriculture? Why dare to take this while farmers are still blind to the world of technology?
Okay, do you got the questions? Probably I can repeat the question, yeah? Okay, as we know that the farmers are seen as type of jobs that does not generate a large income, what kind of motivation that makes you interested in making a startup on agriculture?
Okay.
Okay?
Actually,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. Actually, the notion that farmers don't make large income is actually the goal itself. Yes, farmers don't have large income right now, but it's not because of them, but it is actually because of the industry itself. And our goal is actually, if you want to succeed, they have to succeed first. And then one of our social impact metrics is actually how much the increase how much the increase in the income for the farmers. And then our data say they have 60% more income right now through TaniFund and TaniHub. And then actually the industry itself, there is a lot of, I would say, there is a lot of money in the industry itself. For example, same product in the farmer, they sell 5,000 until they reach the market. How much increase the same product can have? Maybe if you can see in the supermarket, 5,000 will go to maybe 20,000. So there are a lot of money in between them. So if we can give back a bit to the farmers, and we can decrease the price in the consumer side, and yeah, we have our own share as well. So it will be a better place. But it's not only about how to increase the farmer side, community price itself. I would like to say, what is the real problem in agriculture industry? The real problem. A lot of farmers, if we face them, a lot of farmers will say, Pak, bisa bang, can you help us when there is panen raya, because the price will fall. Can you absorb our products, all of our products? Is that the real problem? Imagine, for example, this month that particular farmer produced 200 tons of something, and then we happen to be able to absorb it. Next month, will they produce 250 tons if they can? They will. They want to. And then increase and increase and increase and increase again. It will not solve the real problem. In our vision, the real problem is not how can we absorb all the farmers' product, but actually in data. Data about supply plan. We want to know. We want further back from the supply side, yeah, from after the farmers can supply the produce. It actually further back. What should the farmers plan? So we want to know. We want to create a big data, because as of right now, if you want to search for data in agriculture, you will go to certain website, and then you will find the numbers, but you will not trust the number itself. Actually, you will use it as a reference. Even the newest news, there are 2,000 tons of rice that will be thrown away, right? So why? Because the data doesn't match. So what we are trying to do is we want to create the data itself to make sure that the farmer will have a better supply plan that match with the demand, both demographically and geographically. So we will have a better supply and demand scenario, and when that happens, we will be in a state of self-sufficiency. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. I try to bring it further to the more helicopter view. And then I think for the later part of the question, which was why are we motivated to do that? I already answered that in the first question.
Okay, thank you for the questions from Untan. And is there any more questions from Pontianak? Yes? Yes, one? Yeah. Hello. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Hingga. My question for TaniHub.
Okay.
I have a question. No, but I have some questions. First, agriculture for everyone is the goal, is the mission of TaniHub, right? And how does TaniHub achieve that goal? And the second, what are the next projects that will be conducted in the future of TaniHub? And the last, my questions is, according to you, how can I move from my comfort zone? Then I can create a startup, and how to find a good type of social planner with large potential market. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rukda. You have 3 questions. It's very long. Okay, I get the note. Okay, probably one by one, yeah? Okay, the first question is agriculture for everyone is the goals of TaniHub, right? And how TaniHub achieve that goals?
Yeah, I will answer several part, and Basri will add some later. Agriculture for everyone, yes, it is our vision. And then not the mission, yeah, our vision, our big vision. And then how do we achieve that? Like I said before, from the smallest thing, like when you order an order in the application, it is not commercial driven, like thank you for your order, but thank you for helping the farmers. You can see it from there. And then moving on to the bigger part, to the activation, for example, to our campaign. We have several campaign like Saya Juga Petani in CFD, Car Free Day in Sudirman. In every week, we have an activity there. Not only selling goods, even when we are selling goods, we don't sell we don't sell it like people used to sell it. In CFD, we sell juice. But when we sell the juice, we don't say, Pak, dibeli Pak, juice 15.000, 10.000. No, we don't do that. What we did actually, petani 50 tahun, Indonesia sudah tidak akan memiliki petani 50 tahun lagi. 500.000 petani berkurang tiap tahunnya. Apakah Bapak mau berkontribusi terhadap agriculture? Again, the vision, we sell the vision. People don't buy what you do, people buy why you do it. We believe that. That is the line by Simon Sinek. And then moving on to the more concrete area, to the business itself, we have a range of product. We have a range of services that connects each other and help each other and improve each other, like TaniHub and TaniFund and TaniSupply. And then I have a story. I have a story. Farmers, and especially in the fresh industry, it is one of the few industry that money cannot buy. What do I mean? If you go to the farmers, it's not like I have 100 million and I want to buy your products. Do you want to sell it to me? No, it's not that easy actually. If you go to the farmers, you have to even maybe spend 1 or 2 days just to talk to the farmers and then ask about how is your child, how's your wife, how's your child at school, and just talk heart to heart with the farmers. It's true. And then after several 1 or 2 days, the farmers will say, "Oke, Pak, yaudah apa yang mau dibantu, Pak?" Jadi it's not like you have money and you can buy the products eventually. If the farmer don't like you, they will not sell to you. even the farmer itself will have several buyers for sure, right? And they will choose the one that will be closest to them. And then the one that will be, don't only call them just because when they need the product. Sometimes we will call them, we have a sourcing team, a very strong sourcing team. They will talk to the farmers until 1 a.m., 2 a.m., just dengerin curhat gitu aja. So it is actually what happened if you want to build an agriculture business or a startup like this. So it is not only technological marvel like that, but there is that part, and also maybe touching Mbak Astri said as well. Not all the division in our company can apply to both gender. There are some that is only applicable to men, that is only applicable to female. Not because gender gender bias, no. But for example, it is sadly the society, Indonesian society, will judge female who come home late at night, 11 or 12 o'clock. So we have to understand that situation as well.
Security matters.
Yeah, security matters as well. And then the second question would be?
The second question?
I'm gonna add in the first questions, perhaps the other answer is collaborations. How to make agriculture for everyone, how we can achieve our dream, our goals. It's not only on our hand. I mean, like, this is not only TaniHub dream actually, but for our country, for Indonesia. So what we are doing now is to collaborate with all the stakeholders, relate with our dreams. We share our dreams to university, to new media, to all the stakeholders who believe that we can make agriculture for everyone. What Mike already explained is about one of our activities related with Saya Juga Petani. This is just like activity that we encourage everyone to plan something. It means you are also petani. No need to go to the farm, no need to have land to become a farmers. So we inviting the communities, urban farming at that time. We try to elaborate all what is the agriculture for everyone. So agriculture for everyone is not only for the farmers in the villages, but also for us. Even though we are in the cities, doesn't mean we are not the farmers. We can also contribute by contributing in our project. I mean, like in Tanifan, we have so many projects there, cultivating melon, cultivating watermelon, chicken, like that. So that's also contribute to agriculture in Indonesia. That's how we deliver the message to all Indonesia actually. So we collaborate because we know this is not this big huge dream to make agriculture for everyone. But we believe our dream can come true with collaboration with all the stakeholders. Even though if you have like communities, you want us to be one of your partners, we can do so many things with all the communities. The main thing is we have the same vision. We will make agriculture for everyone. Indonesian agriculture is for Indonesia. It's like that.
Okay, thank you. Can we move to the next question?
Next
Because we have
questions,
quite a lot of questions from Rukda. Okay, what are the next project that will be conducted in the future? Do you plan to have another projects or unit business?
Yeah. Nowadays, we can say that most of our activities is in Java Islands. This month we will have an now it's December, right? Yeah, okay. We will open our next branch in Bali. So that's the branch outside Java Islands. Our target is to reach all over Indonesia until 2020 first. I mean, like in next years.
Next 2 years.
In next 2 years. Okay. In next 2 years, we want to we want to cover all over Indonesia. Even though we have so many chance to expanding our business to other countries, so many countries has already asked us to like plug and play in their countries, but now our priority is to reach out all over Indonesia because we are now like in Palembang, they already asked when TaniHub will open in Palembang, when TaniHub will open in Batam, etc. So our target is to cover all over Indonesia in next 2 years.
And then that's from the business side. Going back to agriculture for everyone, we will conduct a sayembara, a competition actually. Like Mbak Asri said before, I'm in charge of a packing house. Later, in TaniHub, there will be 2 warehouse. There are 2 types of warehouse. First is the distribution center, and the second one is the packing house. Distribution center is to deliver the products to customer, individual customer or supermarket, everyone. The packing house itself is actually to source the product from the supplier, which is the farmers. So packing house will be in near the field, and then later the product will be from packing house will be sent to distribution center to client. And then this packing house facility is actually a state-of-the-art facility. It's a 10,000 square meter facility with automated sorting machine and everything. And we want to conduct a competition, sayembara, for the layout of the packing house itself. So we will be in touch with people majoring in architect, in technique industry. So if you can see, that is the essence of agriculture for everyone. Usually people who are in architect or tech industry, they are far away from agriculture. And then if they want to contribute, yeah, maybe just for buying the product or eating fruits and everything. But actually, if they want to contribute more, they don't have to go to the field and then kotor-kotoran, dirty and something. No, they can contribute through their practices and then help us build the best layout for the packing house, which in the end will help the farmer itself. So yeah, those are several projects that we are going to do.
Yeah, agree. Everyone can contribute to the social actions. Okay, next questions is how can I move from my comfort zone that I can create a startup? And how to find a good type of sociopreneur with large potential market? Probably next one, Florence could add more about. But first, the TaniHub first. Oh, okay, Florence first. It's okay.
As was like,
okay, probably.
As I mentioned earlier, like how we see where to invest is actually we see like the product and also the potential, and like how so you can like. And as mentioned by Mike previously, like that it should solve the real problem. And of course, like there are many people like facing the same problems, and that's I think a very good starting point for you to like think. So this is the problem. So how can I solve it? And then like that's easy. But like at the second one is like as I mentioned, like many people has many dreams, but like we need to know like which people like really can execute the dream and like make it. That's why like, I think it's also like it's good for you to like start like learning on other skills and probably knowledge and everything, because like if you know like the problem and how to solve it, like and the second one you really need to how to execute to solve the problem.
If I were to answer that question, I would answer it like this. The first thing to do is try to find the problems. Whatever you face in your life. For example, as right now I have a wife, and then it happens to be every time she has to go to the toilet in the mall, there will be a long line. It is a problem, right? So maybe if you go look for a solution in that particular problem, and you feel the problem itself is very annoying to you, that's the problem. Then Maybe you can build something that that will be able to show that every the queue line, how many people queuing in that particular toilet in every mall. So every female will know I should go to this toilet because it has the shortest queue line. After that, after you find the problem and you hypothesize the solution, just go wild. Go ask somebody else. Go everyone. If I find there is a problem in this, what if I build something like this? What do you think? If many people understand the problem and feel your hypothetical solution is helpful, then create a product, whatever it is. Just maybe just only use the current program that is already exists. Use like Google Sheet, Instagram, all the stuff. And then the last part, I would say find a mentor, because it was literally what I did. I was the head of TaniHub, but I was actually kind of clueless, because definitely I'm not Mark Zuckerberg or the founder of Snapchat. I'm not that smart, but I have a vision. I have a dream. Then that I keep mentioning to everyone, and one day I happen to share it to Eka and Ivan, which happen to have quite similar goal in their life to help more people, to help society. And then when I brought this idea to them, they, like in conjunction with their goal in life. And then we collaborate each other. Yeah, me when I was still 23, and then Ivan is already more than 40 years old. We can collaborate. So yeah, I think that's the step.
Okay, thank you. Because we have a lack of time, I'd like to give the opportunity for the audience here to question, probably. Okay. Yes.
Hello, my name is Medina. I came here as a girl in tech. Actually, I graduate from STEM. I'm a graduate from engineering studies. And I came here also as a TaniHub groupist. I'm one of the customers, so I'm familiar.
Thank you. And you have been helping farmers.
My first purchase is avocado, and my last purchase is melons. But I have an aspiration. My husband prevent me to buy vegetable from TaniHub because too many plastic. Too many plastic. So I really love TaniHub box, very pretty. So I always buy fruits because whenever I buy fruits, there are no plastics. Maybe from the explanation, I haven't heard that TaniHub willing to make the packaging more eco-friendly as possible. So maybe even though I'm a minority, maybe Mike will take my feedback and how to make TaniHub packaging more eco-friendly. Because actually, I believe in TaniHub. Maybe petani is not sexy, but vegetable market is really sexy. I usually buy my vegetable from small small stalls in my complex. What is it, my cluster? And the owner of the store even have 2 double cabin and 2 wives. So selling vegetable is very sexy. Mike even only have 1 wife. I managed to buy from them any vegetable without plastic because I can carry my own bag. So I was hoping that TaniHub will go to that direction, even though maybe customer like me is like a minority in Indonesia. Maybe for next competition, Mike can help eco-friendly packaging competition. It's just a feedback from me. Maybe that's my aspiration. What will you do? What will you do to make a more eco-friendly packaging for festival in Indonesia? Because that's a lot of problem, I think. So it's that something that TaniHub will take as part of their story, as their kind of sociopreneur. Maybe TaniHub will help other agricultural thing for packaging, bamboo maybe. I think it will be very good for the future. And next question I want to ask Florence. I was wondering, in every startup, especially in early stage, we usually heard the garage style when like 2 or 3 founders make a dream, and then they create their prototype, etc., and they find investor, etc. But in Indonesia, I see minority, some already established company already have like SPT making product. Is that possible to get investment from a research also gitu? Because I see like the TaniHub from TaniHub itself evolved to 3 different companies. So I think maybe the born of the 2 companies is I don't know. Is TaniHub is already have 3 separate PT for the 3 company, or? And I want more explanation about a research investment through the already established company, not through by founder who haven't yet create company.
Okay.
Maybe thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for the questions. Probably because we have lack of time, we just make it short.
Okay, so regarding the plastic, rest assured, the concern itself is increasing to us. Yeah. Jadi not only Ibu, but a lot of people already raised the plastic issue. And then to answer that question, actually, we have done several activity, like for example in CFD, we had an activity one plastic sampah, one plastic trash, whatever it is, you can swap it with fruit.
Yeah.
So we actually have that we have that mindset in mind as well. Regarding the vegetable itself, vegetable will have a lot of water. So what we face right now is actually we already find possible substitution to plastic. Even in Bali itself, later this year, there will be no plastic there. Yeah. We are committed to no plastic at all there. But I have to say, the difference between no plastic at all and decreasing it, we have to campaign it. Yeah. So it is not really easy to remove all the plastic itself. I mean, in Bali, when we had a grand opening and everything, we are committed to no plastic at all. Yeah. But in order for the customer for us to deliver to the customer, we are trying to decrease the amount of plastic that we use. Yeah. Mbak, ya? Yeah. But to remove it completely at all, as of right now, we have looked for several solutions, like for example the cassava plastic from plastic. Yeah. We have procured it from the vendor itself, but the problem is the vendor cannot do it in big batches. Yeah, but so the plastic issue itself is not easy task to tackle, but we have the mindset to decrease it.
Yeah. Okay, so the question, so the question for us is actually like other than like we vary in the number of founders, founders, we also vary in the stage that the founders came to us. So there are some founders who only just ideas. There are also like they have already gone the business like for 1 year or 2. But the idea is like as I mentioned, like we need someone who really can like exercise and like implement like the dream that they have. So it's a matter of more like how you convince the investor, because like so what's your plan and like what's the actual steps that you want to do, and like and how you convince them to like give the funding because you will do this and this.
I want to add a little bit about regarding the plastic. I mentioned before about the diversity in TaniHub, about like the age and idealism and everything. Even that plastic discussion is happening a lot in between us employees. There are people who are experienced in the supply chain department, and then they will say, yeah, but it's really hard to remove plastic. And there are millennials in our company who are strongly against and campaign a lot about the plastic. Whatever we have to remove it. The other competitor can. Why we cannot, something like that. So even that kind of discussion regarding the plastic is a very hot topic in our company.
Yeah, we are exercise that actually. But the fact is, the cost that can be exist for non-plastic is more than plastic one. Actually, like that. But we are now trying to, like Mike said, that we are trying to decreasing the amount of the plastic. But we commit to not to use plastic in Bali branches. Next month.
Other than cost, is actually the consistency itself. We are dying to find the vendor who can consistently supply to us eco-friendly packaging. So if any one of you can refer someone to us, we are very happy to do that.
Okay, this is the offer. If for you to have a company that could provide very eco-friendly packaging, please contact for TaniHub. Okay, thank you. I think this is the end of the talk show for today. We have a very amazing discussions from the amazing speakers today, talking about how to growing up and scaling up the company, also how to build a good quality product. Okay, if you have questions from the audience here that you haven't a chance to asking with within these sessions, you can ask after these sessions. Okay, and we also have the question from the Twitter. We will answer your question through the campaign app. You can access on www.campaign.com/besocialpreneur. Okay, thank you for your attentions. Thank you for your activeness for asking for from the amazing speakers today. I'd like to give it back to Uut as the MC for today. Thank you.
Okay, what a very amazing talk show that we just had. Thank you so much, Eva, and also the 3 amazing speakers, Miss Florence, Mr. Mike, and also Miss Astrid. Thank you so much. I hope, hopefully this talk show will inspire everyone here to start social enterprise and to make a good impact to the society. Okay, now I'd like to invite all the speakers to come to the center of the stage to receive the token of appreciations from YCSEA team. Okay, please welcome. And later, also, we will have a photo session together. And the token appreciation will be given by Ibu Rosi. Okay. A very cute remembrance. Okay, now we are going to have a photo session together with all the 3 speakers and also Ibu Rosi and also the moderator. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Now all the three speakers may leave the stage and come back to the seat. Once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for all the inspiring insights and also the motivations for all of us here. And also, I'd like to thank for everyone who have participated in the discussion, and also for our friends in American Corners. Thank you for your questions and for your participation during the talk show. Now it's quiz time for everyone, and also I'd like to invite our friends in American Corners again to join the quiz. I will have 4 questions for you. So please, I need 4 people to answer the questions. Okay, I hope everyone maybe took notes during the talk show, so you can answer the questions. Please be ready for the questions. Please listen carefully. First question, I'm giving it to our friends in American Corners, so please pay attention to me. Okay, as mentioned multiple times during the talk show, the question is, what is the dream of TaniHub? What is the dream or the vision of TaniHub? As it is mentioned multiple times, I hope someone remembers the answer. Okay, anyone wants to answer? I think it's very easy. It's very easy. Anyone? From American Corners? No? I don't see anyone raise their hands. Okay, maybe can I give the questions to the audience here? Is it okay? Or, okay, I will just give the opportunity for the audience here to answer. Okay. Okay, yeah. What's your name?
Ade.
Okay, Miss Ade.
Agriculture for everyone.
Yes, correct. Agriculture for everyone. Congratulations. Okay, my friend will give you the gift. The gift is from TaniHub and also from YCSEA team. Congratulations once again. Okay, we are moving to the second questions. This question is about the YCSEA Academy 2.0, and the question is, I'm giving it again to our friends in American Corners. The question is, when is the closing date of application of YCSEA Academy 2.0? When is the closing date, the last date or the deadline of the application? Do you see anyone raise his or her hand? Don't worry, because we are going to send the gift to you, so please just answer. The clue is 2020, but I'm asking the date. Anyone? No one remembers. Okay, now I will give the opportunity for audience here to answer again. When is the closing date of the application of YCSEA Academy? Okay, if no one can answer, I will answer the question. The closing date is, you have answered, so everyone just have one opportunity to join the quiz. Okay, the answer is January 15, 2020. Okay? So I will change to another question. It's about TaniHub again. So the question is, what is the DNA of TaniHub? What is the DNA of TaniHub? Maybe our friends in American Corners want to answer? Okay, okay. The DNA, there are 3 elements of the DNA of TaniHub. Okay?
Culture, technology, and social impact.
That's right. Congratulations. What's your name, sorry? Janeta. Okay. And then now we are moving to the next question. Who is the coaching class partner of YCSEA Academy 2.0? The speaker that we just had in the talk show. Who is the coaching class partner? It's a venture capital firm, a leading one in Indonesia, okay? What's your name? Oh, please give the microphone.
Balkis.
Okay, Balkis, what is the answer?
Alpha JWC.
Yeah, Alpha
Venture.
JWC Ventures. Okay, congratulations, Balkis. Now we are moving to the last question. Where is the bootcamp of YCSE Academy will be held? The bootcamp in 2020, where will the bootcamp be held? Anyone? Anyone? No one can answer? Okay, maybe we need to find another questions. Okay, I think the quiz is enough for today because the time is also we are also running out of time. So this is the end of the coaching class. Thank you very much for your participation during the talk show and also your participation for the quiz. I hope everyone, although you cannot answer my questions, you will remember for you to be inspired to create a social enterprise and join YCSEA Academy. Okay, but I need the clicker. So now I'd like to remind you to fill the worksheet as your business exercise. So if you want to apply for the YCSEA Academy, you need to fill the worksheet that we have for you. So you can exercise your business idea, but if you have no idea how to fill it, we can give you the example. So just chat us on campaign application, and we will give you the example of the worksheet. And then we still next week, as I mentioned before earlier in the beginning of the talk show, next week we will have the last episode of coaching class again with Alpha JWC Ventures and with Stoko. So there will be another amazing startup talking to us. So please make sure that you are come to be more inspired and to prepare your application for YCSEA Academy 2.0. Okay, now this is our partners. I'd like to thanks once again to all our partners, YCSEA, Alpha JWC Ventures, SIAP, Impact Byte, Girls in Tech, Kinara, Excidic, and also our media partners. Now here, I remind you the timeline again. You can still apply for the YCSEA Academy until January 15, 2020. So make sure you prepare your application very well because there will be only 10 selected participants that will join the program. And now how to apply? First, you need to register to be YCSEA member. So you can access this website, www.aseanusmission.gov/YCSEA. And then the second step, you need to submit your initiatives through campaign application. So you need to download it first. And then here is the picture of the applications. Firstly, you need to choose the explore menu and on the top left corner of the screen, and then write down Be Sociopreneur in the column, and then click the join button. So it's very easy and simple, but if you have any more questions or you are still not sure how to apply, just chat with us because we are here to help you. Okay, so this is the end of our talk show today. I'd like to remind you again to please apply and invite your friends. Build a team of 3. One of them should be a female friends, and the other can be male or also female friends. And then submit your applications before 15 January 2020. Okay, thank you so much for coming to our talk show today. Make sure you come to the last talk show next week. Now I'll give back the stage to Anton. Thank you.
Oke, boleh berikan tepuk tangan sekali lagi untuk pembicara kita, moderator kita, dan juga MC kita untuk sore hari ini. Terima kasih semuanya sudah hadir sore hari ini. Sampai jumpa di acara Amerika berikutnya.